Hello, welcome ladies and gentlemen, this is Zero from Techdragon.info, and today we're gonna take a look at the Archer in Ragnarok Online 2. As you can see here, I have a level 10 Archer, and I have some lovely mobs here. Now, what they did with the Archer in Ragnarok Online 2, I don't really like it, to be honest. I'll first demonstrate my regular skill rotation here. So this is charge arrow that you have to shoot multiple times in a row in order to charge up this meter, and then you can use your double strafing. But I have to charge it 3 times or something to use 2 double strafings. So I'll take a look at the skills here. So I'm using my charge arrow. I get 15 concentration, but using my double strafing once requires 30. So if I want to do 2 double strafings, I have to do 4 charge arrows, which takes a lot of time to cast, which you can decrease by charge arrow mastery, this passive. But it's just And then you have Owl's mastery, Owl's eye, excuse me, not mastery, which is a passive to give you 3% extra attack for 10 seconds. Pretty meh. Attention concentrate, just your regular buff. Impact arrow slows them down, and here you have your 3 traps: ankle snare, claymore, and freezing trap. Skill to jump back, I don't have a point yet, but I will spend at least 1 point in that. And multi-shot is your AoE. So I don't like what this turns the Archer into. You're gonna have to spam a stupid skill that doesn't do a lot of damage here. So only now I had 30. Now I have enough to spam my double strafe twice, which doesn't even do any damage. I mean, I know I'm only level 10, but these are level 9 mobs. So I hate what they did with double strafing. It doesn't do a damn thing. And it's nice and all that you get another skill that slows them down, but let's see what happens here if I use that first. Yeah, they take a little bit longer to get to me, but these are long range anyway, so that doesn't matter. So I would say at this point at least, the Archer is very underwhelming, and I would even go as far as to say it's crap. If you've played the Archer in Ragnarok Online 1, this one is absolutely garbage. But let's continue to look. So I've had all the skills in here, which are very not impressive. Then we'll move on to the Ranger, the higher level of an Archer. With true sights, which resets all your cooldowns. Okay, nice. Shoot multiple arrows at a target. It's basically your AoE. Windwalk, pretty sure that was in Ragnarok Online 1 as well, although I think it was a longer lasting buff there. Here it's only for 30 seconds, which is still not bad, but I'm not a fan of these short buffs. Windwalk, no, even if you max it out, it will still only be 30 seconds. We'll go down this row real quick. Camouflage is a sort of hide, but a crappier version. This way you increase your movement speed while in hide, and here's your Falcon Assault. Yeah, you don't get an actual Falcon anymore. You have to summon it, and it will only last for 30 seconds with a 120-second cooldown. And then every 2 seconds it will attack. It's like, oh, come on. Why can't they just put in the Falcon back like it was? Now you have to summon a damn thing. You don't even get to get a freaking Falcon. So we go down this line. Ranger's main effect, 3% probability. Damage concentration is obtained next to double strafing, do not consume. Okay, that's pretty damn similar to the Rogue. Just another attack which penetrates their weak spots, which basically is a debuff for your next attack. Not per se poison arrow, but your next attack will do more damage. Poison arrow, just your standard poison arrow DOT damage. Fear breeze, which is a passive. Every time you use double strafing, you get a fear breeze. And when you have 5 of those, yes, 5 of those, you can use arrow vulcan, which is your massive damage, hits, everything. And also resets the effect duration of poison arrow. So you probably want to have poison arrow on them at that point. So there's a rotation going on here. So you're probably going to have to use charge arrow to get those charges. Then probably use your double strafing. That will build up your fear breeze, and that will set up your arrow vulcan. And probably in between you need to do a poison arrow. So there's a rotation going there, but to be honest, it seems rather shitty. It really does. I do not like what they've done with the archer type in here. It's like you have to jump too many hoops just to get it working. Now, this one is interesting. There we go. The Beastmaster. It actually requires you to switch weapons to a melee weapon instead of a bow. And you turn into an off-tank. So why they put this class after the archer, I do not know. Cruel Bite, 30 beast power required, so you have to build up beast power. As you can see, there's no arrows here, so there's nothing that requires you to go from any of these skills to these, and I'm pretty sure you're not even going to use any of these skills anymore. So you probably want to stick all your points at least in this buff here. Other than that, maybe the mines. The mines will probably still be useful, and the rest probably won't. So you buy the targets, recover your HP, attack an enemy to inflict damage, that's your standard attack, continuous attack. So these are all just standard attacks. Then you have bear form, tiger form, grizzly form, there we go. So you have 3 main forms. You have the bear form, the tiger form, and the grizzly. The tiger form is pretty useless other than movement speed. That's the only really good thing about it. So you might not need a mount, but even then it doesn't seem to be that great. 10% movement speed increase. So survival only available in bear form or grizzly. So again, it doesn't help if you're in tiger form, so that one has no function other than movement speed. Once you max it out, you have 50% movement speed. So that's not bad if you max it out for just the speed. But I don't know if you want to stick the points in that or just get a mount, so it's kind of a question. That's your standard taunt. That's your AoE. Again, only available in bear form and grizzly. That's obtaining beast powers from using your attacks. This is of course a buff. Bear charge, available in bear and grizzly form. Instantly charge towards. Create a shockwave. So a lot of these skills require you to be either in bear form or grizzly form. So the grizzly form gives you increased HP by 13% and extra defense. The bear form increases your offense. So you probably want to be bear form when you're killing a boss and you have a tank. If you don't have a tank, you want to be in grizzly form. So that's kind of the difference between the two. So I don't know. I think it's rather weird to have a off tank like this after an archer. This would have been more suited at a, I don't know, sword user. So I'm really not sure as to how to build the Beastmaster here. I find it very odd that they put this after the archer, but so there you have it. The archer, the ranger. You have to get all 3 of these bottom skills here if you want to get all 3 of these. How to spread out your points? Probably max out Arrow Vulcan. I would say max out Poison Arrow because I just like the DOTs. Max out Fear Breeze because you want to get those as fast as you can. As for the Archer, max out Charge Arrow Mastery. Double Strafing probably, but because by the looks of it you're gonna use it a lot to get those Fear Breezes to get your Arrow Vulcan to go off. I'm not really a Mind person, or Trap person, whatever you want to call them, so I don't really use those, but I'll stick 1 point in them just so I can go down this tree and get my Falcon Assault. And multi-shot, yeah, I'll stick 1 point in it just so I can go down here and probably get Arrow Shower. Other than that, I don't know. Probably your main points are going to be spent in this middle row. The outside rows seem a lot less interesting. As for this one, if you don't want to get a mount, max out your Tiger form, you'll get 50% speed. If you have a mount or planning on getting one, which are way faster than 50%, you probably want to just stick 1 point in it so you can get down here to the more powerful attacks, because a bleeding effect is always good. So dependent on if you're in a group that has a tank, you might not want to stick points in Grizzly form. If you have a tank all the time with you and you're not the main tank, then you probably don't want to have Grizzly form, or you don't really need to have Grizzly form. You can probably just suffice with Bear form, which increases your offensive. But as you can see, I don't have this class yet. Maybe it's better for soloing as well, to have that extra HP. I don't know. Leave a comment down below if you do know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, because as you can see, I don't have these classes. I don't know a whole lot about them. I've done a little bit of research, but I would love to hear everybody's opinion and builds if you can, if you want to share them with everybody else. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, then please subscribe. See you in the next video.